Investors attempting to dump properties as they fail to rent them. Wall Street investor selling house outside of Dallas. Zestimate has tanked by 28% from its peak in mid-2022. The current list price is almost back to where it was before the pandemic. This is happening fast. There are a lot more properties in Twitter X thread. It is interesting read. You mean they couldn't just rent it out? At least they can date the rate. I don't fuck with Airbnb anymore. The owners never took care of the places. Dirty whirlpools. Mice. Ant infestation. Horrible beds. Dirty dishes and appliances. Yard not maintained. They also jacked up the prices in greed. The owners got slow in responding. Superhost kiss my ass. I am done with it. It's Forney. Many made bets that it would blow up a la the northern suburbs. But it hasn't yet. Because it's Forney. Former home to Stormy Daniels. This is the same in many places in the Midwest. Properties are selling for about 30 to 40 less than they were 4 months ago and dropping fast. Good. Let the house of cards collapse. $136 SF. Goddamn, Texas home prices are fucking cheap. I know the property taxes can get relatively high. But still. Yeah, but it's fucking Texas, and specifically outside of a metro area of Texas. Lol. I can show you house prices that have gone up from your peak of mid-2022. Lol. Noticed this in my area finally. Zillow is showing tons of price cuts in New England. Finally. I'm sure many other places have had price cuts for a while. Hey everyone on ReBubble. If you guys want to get cheaper housing and improve the housing situation for you're looking for houses, find out if they are investors looking to sell. Then, if they are, demand at least $100K less for the property. Otherwise you walk. If enough people do, guess what? Most housing markets will probably go back to pre-pandemic home prices. The fact that the Dallas area is seeing home prices decline despite massive population growth should be very concerning. 3 homes on my block are for sale. Been 2.5 months. No change. In 2012, these homes were at $230K. And now sitting vacant at $430K. Not has been buy to look. It's okay, you can call it Twitter forever. I will always call it that. Being an agent, knowing the market fairly in depth and browsing this sub, has made me realize how much of Reddit comments are uninformed, irrational and uneducated. Let it plummet like a Chinese satellite. What was the last sold price? I see a Zestimate and no last sold price. Zestimate is garbage and only morons think that means anything at all. Was the home last sold for more or less the current asking price? Edit. OP is a moron. This home has not sold in the last 5 years. In fact, it is currently listed not much higher than it was in 2020 and it didn't sell then. It has 600 views in 54 days. This is not a hot market at all. Probably not a great area. This is why you research shit before commenting and going with what some random moron says online. Is anyone here taking advantage of down markets like this one? DFW. Phoenix. Austin? It seems like a nice drop to get in before rates go down. I hope this subreddit is actually informing buyers of where to get deals and everyone won't miss the boat. Core CPI flat down. CPI down. Unemployment ticking up. Recipe for rate cuts next year and a drop in Treasury yield will come swiftly. I have noticed a nosedive in prices lately as well. More than can be accounted for with seasonality. Going to have to wait for the new data to hit more official channels though. Nick Garrely is not well liked here. If this was Orlando they'd be rented. 1. This is Nick's tweet. 2. I would not call that area as main DFW. All good DFW areas are going north of 121. I have been working in Irving TX 8 years. Not seem great job opportunity in Dallas downtown anymore. Irving Plano Coppell are way to go. That zip code is at least 1.5 hours commute during traffic. Nearby homes don't show that great a drop. You lost me at Zestimate. Only fools look at that and think it's factual. Just ask Zillow how this worked out for them and their house buying business. Texas is a shithole. Not surprised. This location looks kinda shite though. If I were going to live in the middle of nowhere, it wouldn't be in a subdivision like this. Also, it doesn't look close to anything at all. Choice bub bye. So it begins. Why has this one dropped so much when I bought mine in DFW at the same time mid-2022 and my Zestimate value is still $15K over what I paid? Gee, couldn't happen to a nicer investor. Let their Ponzi bullshit crumble to ashes. Good. You sure this guy is just not trying to sell us on his PropWire website? I wish this would happen in Jersey. Turns out people don't want to live in Dallas as opposed to more desirable coastal areas when the cost-benefit gets too close. Who would have thought? California. This guy's data is never good. I imagine he found the worst example and called it a trend. Some fool will buy it at today's rates for 30 years of payments and claim, man, you should see the deal I just got, or a cash buyer like they all talk about. The house itself is in Forney. Even at 2022 prices, that high-end Zestimate was on crack. Not the way it works here. They are bought within hours of listing and sit empty. Deep Red County. Time for the real investors to step in. This isn't really a widespread problem. Not even in Dallas. This is just an example of a small Dallas suburb that tried to quadruple in size over the last 3 years and failed. It's far from the city, and houses in more established neighborhoods closer to Dallas are holding their value. I bought outside Dallas in 2022 and my value's up about 10. You're paying attention to Nick Gerli? Stop using Airbnb and other sites like it. Forney sucks.